this is, you know, in my brain, I'm like, this is just little old Indiana.
This is full bloom.
This is full bloom, and it's so much more now. It's so heartwarming.
It's really special. Talking about special, I feel like this is another character kind of similar in that DK vein where the last year we've seen just break out, like tons of players really popping off with Ice Climbers.
And I've been revisiting a lot of previous years, and I think the last big era for Ices was around that like 2015 to 2018 range, and now we're kind of getting that resurgence of players focusing again on a more technical end because you don't have wobbling. Now we have handoffs.
That's right. Yeah, when it was just the wobbling era and, you know, that was banned, players either decided, do I stick it out? Do I play a non-wobbling, you know, Ice Climbers, or do I try to innovate? And we lost quite a few, but players such as like Boyd, who was one of those excellent players in that wobbling era, is still around and is one of the top seeds of this event here today.
And I also love that without wobbling, there's been such a focus and drive to learning new things like desyncs. And we saw that a little bit ago on a stock kill, where as one rolled from the ledge, the other got the down smash, and or something. It happened.
Yes, exactly.
It was beautiful. Like, I don't feel like I was seeing that too much in 2015, 2016 era.
Well, you don't need to innovate, right, when the things are handed you on a silver platter. So when you have to work a little bit harder, you start to explore what options your character, they just have, what are available to them. And
now, even though you do not have your, usually be Nana, but I'm pretty sure in this skin it's flipped, so it'd be it's no Popo technically, but sometimes I find when you don't have your second, you're even scarier. Like, MOF is also just as scary without that second climber.
Well, there are so many knowledge checks with this character. This character goes so deep. Ices, I mean, people are even discovering that they have chain grabs on Falco, right? Like at 0%, that's real. With Fox, they have an up throw chain grab at mid to, you know, low to mid percents, even up to a little higher, and we're going to see the first handoff of the set. Probably going to end the game.
Oh, we had one earlier.
Oh, we did. Okay.
Yeah, like right at the start.
I see.
Yeah.
I see. Well, MOF is no stranger to handoffs. I'm sure we will see plenty more from her.
Yeah, it was a very clean first stock. It was like a handoff into like a second Blizzard kill setup. And again, as you said, no stranger. MOF has been pioneering a lot of Icy's meta, I believe.
Absolutely. Yeah, between her and Nikki, I mean, we're just seeing tons and tons of, you know, innovations in this matchup, either like, you know, Blizzable or just different handoffs where, you know, you back throw. I mean, there's so much that is unexplored that we're just discovering that really pushes this character to a new level.
And it always breaks my brain to see the desyncs because, like, no other character in the roster has anything like that. No. It's only Ice Climbers, so it's a really weird thing to witness on the screen that you're not accustomed to seeing that.
Well, it's hard to talk to because how often do we get to see the highest level of Ice Climbers play? You know, and to be able to break down what they're doing, really hard to keep up with one, let alone two.
Absolutely. It's like trying to do doubles where you have so much chaos on the screen. And instead of it just being like, okay, I'm Ice Climbers, like a unit, now you kind of have three characters on the screen because you've got the desyncs going on.
That's right. And I think this has been like the first time that we've seen from Suidt T that, like, you know, really intentionally trying to get Nana off the stage. MOF does an incredible job, and I hope we'll see it again in probably next stock, but she does this desync where she will blizzard with the main climber, or blizzard with Nana, this, you know, the secondary climber, and then up tilt with the main climber. So it kind of forces Fox to, I can't go in straight, I can't go above, how do I get in versus the character? So really cool to see how she holds that space.
Absolutely. Sometimes, as we mentioned earlier today, patience is key to getting something from your opponent. And even if it's like you not exactly interacting and them doing something to themselves, like just wait and see, and then you'll get your opening.
Right. Let your opponent make the mistake for you. Don't give them the extra opportunity.
Oh.
She just reads them jumping in. F smash. Great hard call out. And Nana always has a chance. So there's for those that do not know, Nana will often taunt after a stock has been taken. That's why a lot of ice climbers previously, I feel like I don't see it often now, but they will taunt after a stock is over to ensure that she doesn't do it again.
That's a great point. I've never like seen it as a bad. I just always assumed it's like, all right, there's Nana doing her thing.
Yep.
But I never like understood why they would taunt ahead of time.
Yep, you can take it away from her just a little bit, so it's helpful. It really depends on how you end that other person's stock. If they go off the top, you have definitely enough time to recover and be able to taunt, but sometimes you might not have enough time.
This is a very close game. They're going toe-to-toe with each other, and I think a lot of that has to do with the way they're moving around the stage. They're staying somewhat grounded, even though there's so many platforms where they can go.
Tricky spot right there. And like you were saying, I mean, not a lot of space you could go in there. It's you have to go to the ledge, and if you put the blizzard out and then Popo's just waiting for you to hit the stage, really hard to recover.
I'm liking this shield pressure here. Shine is one of your best tools to split these climbers apart. It's not so much for Fox compared to Falco, but you still can with Fox, and targeting one of them to keep them away from each other. I think we need more of that in this set.
Yeah, you have a little bit of that advantage where you can fight them head on, right? If I running Shine into them and I split them up, if I Shine right in the middle, now they're split, and Popo has to decide: do I want to go fight the Fox or do I have to go save Nana? So you're fighting yourself there at that point.
I think also some of the choices on the shield pressure is a bigger risk. Like, I'm noticing a lot of these like short up airs on shield, which then puts you right in front for grab.
Yep.
And you're getting punished for something that maybe you could have shined instead, and that's a little bit safer because you could jump out of Shine. Like, you wave dash in, Shine, jump out.
That's a great point. Yeah, I think even can't hold in there. Historically, I think that is one of Fox's tools that he could use to Ices. If you fall right in the middle of Ices with an up air, that's a great tool to split them both up. You might get a read on Nana, and you're one hit away from taking her out. But Shine, right, just like you said, I could jump on the platforms, jump down Shine, reset them, get back on the platform if I missed. I need to go back to some sort of safety, but the way that Suidt is just kind of running in and not being able to take advantage, I think, as much as he wants to on the platforms, going to be you're going to find more challenges to split them up and get those Nana kills.
And like you're saying, where you get in between, we did see it work at some point. The problem is, though, especially when you're playing someone of this caliber, is you don't really have the opportunity to do something a second time. The second that you do it the first time and it worked, they are quickly going to adapt, so you can never do it again.
That's right.
And you have to realize that, okay, I got it mixed up, I got to change. I can't do this anymore. So now I need a safer way to get in and do it. You need to alternate the way you approach things.
Mm-hmm. Fine. I mean, MOF. And there we go with the taunt.
All of that was so scary for both characters at varying points.
It was. I feel like it could have ended many different ways, and Suidt should be pretty happy it only ended like that. Nana will live, and then
great call out.
Comes right down on top of him and gets a 2-for-1. It's pretty nice, actually. We're going to have to think much harder about Popo. Plays a little bit riskier with that get-up attack.
Like that, a drill Shine. Oh,
agreed.
Beautiful.
This is exactly what we were talking about just a moment ago, right? When you get that Shine, you get the split up. Popo needs to make the decision. Are they going to come for me? Or are they going to go for Nana? What does this mix-up look like? Suidt just takes advantage. Just says, I'm going to go for a Nana. I'm going to end it.
And that's the other thing, too, because you put your opponent in a space now of realizing, like, I'm going to defend myself. You're coming at me. But wait, no, you're not coming. Oh, no, my Nana. So, like, it's like a weird split decision of, like, you're catching them where they can't react. Because you can't predict what they're going to do always. Oh, unfortunate.
And we saw such a good link earlier just from that up air on Popo into an unfortunate hits Randall and loses the stock.
At least we're still even, but that lead really was that cushion against such a good Ices.
It was, and when you're in that position, you just cannot squander it. Same with that last position. When Suidt teched in and you were near the edge, this is the one spot Ices still can wobble. they can wobble near the side of the stage with handoffs, and it's not too complicated. Right now it's RNG if Nana will grab or which way she'll throw, but at this point, it's over. She's going to throw to the side of the stage every single time.
And it's Yoshi's. I don't even know really the percentage. It could be 90, 100, but you're already there, and you're as close to that blast zone. You're done.
It's over. I think it's like 60 to 70%. If you get Popo charging F smash and Nana gets 1 or 2 pummels, it's done. I mean, even right here, there's a little... MOF does a great job with that dash attack to set it up, because that's the only way you're going to link, to get a guaranteed link in the middle of the stage. Otherwise, you're going to see just RNG where Nana, she can maybe throw forward, but she could also throw behind, she could throw up, and at that point, you can't get a link. So sending that desync off to get that dash attack, really smart gameplay.
And I think that's also such a big divide against, like, you're just an Icy's main, or you're knowledgeable on your character, because MOF was setting up these things where these desyncs, like knowing like, okay, my Nana, my climber is going to want to do this, so I'm going to make it so that they are only set up to do the thing I want. Whereas like, say I try to play as climbers, I don't really know what they're going to go for, and then they're throwing behind me, and I'm like, oh no, I dropped my combo because they made a decision I wasn't ready for.
It's tricky. This character just has so much, and I don't know if it's possible if we can show this back on the mainstream. I would just love to just look at this again and just start from the front. Yeah, right here. So I'm gonna start this video over again. So, I mean, just look at what this does. So it's like this would just be a normal handoff. Oh, okay, my bad. It's going through, right? Maybe not. Here we go. You're good. You're good. So it's like Nana dash attacking right there. It's like you just don't get that link if you try to set up a normal handoff, which is Popo just throwing into Nana, because after that, it doesn't guarantee. Where here, it's like, we get that dash attack at that juicy 40 to 50%, and you're at that next third of the stage, the game is over. Really, really cool gameplay. I love seeing that. No matter which way you feel about Icy's, having that infinite effectively, really cool to see the innovation. I'm excited to see where players keep taking